guys, it's Tiffany Riley and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Tiffany, welcome to the tribe. So today first of all, it's been a really good while since I've done a YouTube video. Things have been quite busy and messy. I have been doing some tremendous healing. First of all, tomorrow is September 1st. Wow. September 1st. Seems like 2022 just flew by just like that. And I'm also preparing for Tiff's 31 Days of Samhain, which I am going to film a lot of videos in September just to keep up with the 31 Days of Samhain. So yeah, if you guys have any topics or anything I should do for the 31 Days of Samhain, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll definitely do my best. Also, all my social medias will be in the description below, along with my small business and other ways you can support me as well. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing a white physician's coat or a physician's coat, today we are going to do some healing work. Today I am going to, I have my candle and my incense here because I am a spiritualist now instead of a Christian witch, because apparently Christians are toxic. Not all of them are toxic, but just some. Just some. So let me go ahead and just light that up first. Let me just light that up first. Not gonna light the candle quite yet because that stuff is personal to me. So we're just gonna light the incense. So yeah. Just gonna cleanse the area a little bit real quick before we dive in. So like I was saying, I was not planning on doing this video, but I figured it was time for me to do some sort of video pertaining to my past and where I am at now and where I'm going, because there's a lot of things. I've done a lot of healing in the past couple of years. Well, within the past 2 years, I've done a lot of growth, spiritual growth, mature. Yeah, I've definitely matured. Spiritual growth, just a lot of growth altogether. I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough. Extremely rough. I am currently in the darkest part of shadow work. And that's really triggering my PTSD, but I am trying my best to heal, and I'm trying my best to find other ways to cope. Because right now, this is the sort of pain that I need to deal with. And of course, a lot of people are going to say, why don't you seek professional help? It's going to help you, you know, this, that, and the other. I understand. Please note that I 100% understand that seeking professional help will help me. However, because I have been mistreated by medical professionals in the past, and I recently found out that I was hurt by my previous physician, who was a male. He's no longer practicing, thank God. But as I was doing the shadow work, it kind of, I found that out, and I'm like, okay. Why didn't anybody tell me this? Why did I have to find out myself? So Of course, that's when it all led to Faithful Day. There's a lot of events. There's a lot of events that happened on Faithful Day, or that led up to Faithful Day. I did a video explaining it last year. Yeah, last year. However, I did not go into deep detail because I wasn't really working through my trauma. I wasn't really working through the process. I was trying to block it out rather than to work through it. So there are parts within that video that nobody knows. Unhealed parts, I should say. And that's some of it I'm getting ready to show you guys today through my recovery scrapbook. We are going to do a flip through of my recovery scrapbook. I made this scrapbook back at what I call the War House. Now, if you have been with me through my journey here on YouTube for the past 12 years, you would know what I'm referring to. If you don't, I'll save that story for another time. But I made this little book back at the War House, which is my childhood home. I had lived there for 14 years before being forcefully moved by the universe. I'm going to be honest, I do miss the War House, considering that that is my home. And I was able to just, now that, I do miss it because it was, our own place, my parents and I's own place, that we didn't really have to worry about a roommate or anything. However, there were some stuff that I don't miss. We were placed under really strict rules. We couldn't do certain things. We weren't allowed to have cats or dogs or anything. Basically, it wasn't really pet friendly. And just a lot of trauma and bad stuff happened at the War House that I never really thought would happen until I started this really deep shadow work. So I think I started making this, I want to say in 2017, I think. I'm not really sure when I made it, but it was definitely in the mid 2010s when I made this. I recently updated the cover. It's just a regular sketchbook that you can buy from like a craft store, from Michael's, dollar store, I think I bought this from Michael's. Of course it has my name. The Holy Serpent, which is what I go by. I don't go by the Imperfect Rose anymore. Let's just say I killed the rose. Or should I say the serpent killed the rose? I should say. So yeah, I go by the Holy Serpent now. And then I have Holy Fuck. It did have the cross equals love. However, I'm no longer Christian reasons. So I just wrote Holy Fuck, which is the name of Demi Lovato's recent album. And just kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna put like little more things on the cover or anything. And of course the back just has pink. Okay, so the first page, well, first of all, the back of the cover has a stamp and a "We Can Do This" or "We Can Do It" sticker. That's when I was a Misheard Media ambassador. I don't think that they're doing ambassadorships anymore or taking ambassadors anymore. I do remember, I did an article for them. I think a couple of years ago. I can't remember when. I do have it on my phone. I just need to look at it. It was back in 2016. I was talking about surviving sexual assault. But again, at the time I didn't know myself, or I literally thought I was gender fluid at that time, but I wasn't. So, which is okay, you know. You know, gender's just a construct. No. Okay, so the first page has 2 quotes and of course some little cute fox stickers. And this one says, True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. And then this one just says, be happy, which we all know is impossible. But unfortunately, this world is obsessed with positivity and everything like that. This is Sprout. I adopted her when at the time when at the War House when my landlord was on vacation. So I temporarily adopted her. And she was a good dog. I actually name dogs. I give animal people names, middle names. So her middle name was Renee. So I have it up here, Sprout Riley-Dameron. I just hope she's in a good home. Unfortunately, she had a lot of medical issues wrong with her. She wasn't neutered, she wasn't spayed or anything like that. So my family and I had to give her back to the shelter. So yeah, I just hope she's in a good home. But I have a really cute, but where I'm at now, I have an amazing dog. So that's all that matters. This is close to my heart. This page is close to my heart. This has a picture of Data, or Data, however you want to pronounce it. He was a racehorse. And he was literally my child. I would visit him. He was not mine. I didn't own him as a pet or anything, but he was so close to me that I felt like he was mine. That's why, you know, I have Data Brian up at the top, and of course the day he was born and the year he passed. And I call him my son because we were literally that close. And on the top here it says, Run Wild, my child, because he's now in paradise. Alright, let's see here. I know there's like a lot of stuff here. Right here, I don't hear from her anymore, but if you remember the Jade and Jessica show, I don't know if any of you guys were here when my friend Kylie and I did, or should I say my former friend Kylie and I, because we don't speak to each other anymore. Unfortunately. I don't know what really happened, honestly, but, well, I do, sort of, but, you know, friends grow apart, fortunately. But we used to do a show called the Jade and Jessica Show, and I have some throwback clips on my phone, which I can post here on my YouTube as shorts. So I'll do that just to give you kind of a glimpse of what she and I did way back in my early YouTube days. I was just a really messed up teenager who didn't know any better. But this was a photo strip that we took together in 2014. And of course I have Create Your Own Future and We Are Young. This was when I was, let's see, this was 2014 when this was taken. I was just shy high on my senior year of high school. So I was probably about 18 in this time. I had to repeat a grade because of my brain. I wasn't like normal students. Basically everyone treated me like something was wrong with me. Well, I go by they, them now, but at the time, it was like, is she crazy? you know, she's crazy, she's psycho, she shouldn't, you know, this, that, and the other. Oh god, this video is already on 15 minutes, so, okay. I know I'm probably boring y'all with me just talking, but hopefully I won't bore y'all as bad. Let's keep going. I have a couple postcards in here. This postcard was from somebody in Ireland whom I was pen pals with for a few. And of course, sticker there. I got some song lyrics in here. One of them is by the Newsboys, and the other is from Casting Crowns. Got some poems in here. Hope is the only thing stronger to fear. Positive vibes only. Again, we all know is impossible. And then I have more quotes, and then I have my middle school graduation bookmark right here. Pause to read if you would like. Quotes anyway. And then, of course, I have, that was when Demi Lovato OD'd, or overdosed, I should say. Then I have this page here when I was recovering from sexual trauma. I have like little images, this thingamajig, this little, whatever you want to call it, come on brain, condom pack thingamabobber. Yes, I do have that. It's part of my recovery, so. And then, of course, up here it says, my trauma does not define me. I am not my past. God is love. Sex is a gift created by God. At that time, I was a deep religious Christian. A very deep religious Christian. Not anymore. More quotes. Let's see. What else? This is my preschool graduation picture. And right here on top it says, "You're still that girl." I think I've changed, honestly. Seeing this picture just makes me sad because it's like what happened to her? You know, I mean, I guess it's what happens when you do shadow work. Then one of my pen pals. Sorry about that. I already know this video is long, but I had to make sure my mom was okay, even though her and I are very distant right now. But anyway, one of my pen pals sent me this quote, which is, "Grief is the price we pay for love." And that quote is from Queen Elizabeth II, in memory of Data. More quotes. More quotes. More quotes. I have a picture of an animal here. This page, we'll talk about this page in a little bit. This is my high school graduation picture. Now, some of the stuff on this page is, well, one of them anyway, is kind of triggering, so I'm gonna do a trigger warning right now. And this is why I'm gonna talk about Faithful Day. This band, like I said, there's a lot of events that happened on Faithful Day that nobody knows. The medical professionals, I was being held down by cops, by police officers. It hurts. Just me thinking about it, because I originally went there to seek help because I guess you can consider it an overdose, but I remember someone telling me that I took 7 Xanax pills, which I guess it really wasn't considered an overdose, but I just wanted to sleep that day, just to kind of forget everything. But someone who I'm no longer friends with said you should call 911. Stupid me, I did. And thinking I was going to get proper help, I didn't. And they gave me something that made me super high. I almost died in the back of a police van that night. And had I did die, the police probably would have just thrown me to the ground, only to be found at a later date. Today, nobody trusts police. And I can see why. That's why I trust in my God and my God alone, because my God is my authority. My blood sugar at this time, excuse me, my blood sugar at this time too was low, very low. I think they said it was like a 58, I believe. I'm not sure what the normal level is for blood sugar, but it was 58, which I guess is very dangerous. And of course, I hadn't eaten all day at that time. I was struggling with food a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I still am struggling with food, but I'm not quite as bad as I was back then. But like I said, they gave me something that made me super high. And I remember when I got to the psych center, by the way, psychiatric is a therapist or counselor's term for emotional. Or I should say crazy. No, emo is the psychiatric short term for emotional. Psych is the short term for crazy. Or should I guess like the medical term for crazy. Anybody who is trying to seek help is not crazy. And God, heaven almighty, I hated the place that I went to that day. Hated it. Because they literally treated me like shit. They treated me like I was crap. When I got there that night, I was basically taken. I was so high. I could not keep my eyes open. I literally could feel myself dying. I'm not even gonna lie. I could feel myself dying. And they basically just took me and put me way in the back. They had a room way in the back, and I was by myself. No sound, no fan, no nothing. Maybe just a bathroom, and that's it. I was alone. I was trying to keep my eyes open that night, but I couldn't. Hence why I just don't trust anybody within the medical field now. Because of the way that I've been treated. basically, I had to die in order to wake up. And that's unfortunately what happens sometimes. You have to die in order to wake up. And on this day, that's what happened. I died in order to wake up. Or I should say I died to wake up. But yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of events that led up to that day. And I do have the video of me crying for help, and everything, which will come at a later date as well. I will post that along with talking about Faithful Day. But yeah. So I have, right here I had a name of somebody who, why? I apparently was, why? My teenage self, let me tell you, I'm pretty sure we all have crushes. Or things, or we all think that we're in love with somebody, but it was just a crush. Or that person said, or even that person is insecure with themselves, that you realize, wow, the universe saved me from that person. Yeah, the universe saved me from that person. So I crossed out the name of the person and I put the name of the angel that I work with and also who I'm God's spouse to. And then I also have the other names of the people on my spirit team that I work with. Ire, if you're a Norse pagan, you've probably heard of Ire. She is the Norse goddess of healing. And Bridget, she is the goddess of craftsmanship, healing, and something else that I forgot. I have this because I want to go to medical school. I've been looking into like colleges and universities and everything like that. Of course, I have Holy Serpent right here, and then I have the date of when I said I'm alive, which was July 5th, and then of course, just Virginia Beach site. Okay. Anyway, and then we go to the next page, and I have this photo strip from June of 2014 of me and Kylie. That's when my hair was long. And then some quotes. I got another postcard. And then some more stuff. I need to put some sort of picture in there. And then, of course, I have condom, some tattoos, cross, of course I said when I was a Christian, freedom, everything. So then this page, I have some stickers, and of course this was when I started volunteering at Water's Edge Church. I started volunteering at Water's Edge Church on August 18th as a greeter. I no longer attend Water's Edge Church. It was not my decision. It was actually my God's. It was not my decision. It was my God's. Like I said, I'm no longer a Christian. And there's a reason why that I'm no longer a Christian. And there's a reason why I am, I guess, half alive and half dead. I guess you can say, at least that's what I feel like. As you can see here, my hair is black, blonde. That represents the balance of life and death. Because without death, there is no rebirth. And if my voice sounds scratchy or going in and out, allergies, the ragweed and everything is really bad here in Virginia. So please excuse my raspy voice in these videos. And then more quotes. And then you guys probably remember this quote from when I did the review for Der Bomb Fizzer's F-Bomb, which will be linked probably somewhere here in the cards if you want to go see that. But it says, Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is a quiet voice that says, I will try again tomorrow. So I added that in my scrapbook. Then this was the last page that I did before moving. I thought I had lost this book for a good while, but recently I found it, and so I started it up again, and it says, my story continues now, the art of starting over. And of course I have little stickers and time, you know, on here. I have the EMS, or Emergency Medical Services, Star of Life on here. And I also have a verse. It says, this is from the book of Numbers. The Lord told Moses, make a serpent and place it upon a pole. Anyone who is bitten can look at it and live. That's from Numbers 21:9. Now, of course, the Star of Life. I dreamed of being a medic since I was at the war house. So, recovery scrapbook. The pole represents authority, which is, of course, God. The serpent, healing and rebirth. And of course, the Star of Life. Pretty self-explanatory, life and light. And then I have a letter to Careplex. That was the hospital that treated me on December 13th, on Faithful Day. And anytime that, like, I even think about it or just go near that hospital, like, it's, I don't know, I just want to cry. But this is basically just my feelings and everything like that. This is basically just jotting stuff down when I started working, my small business. And then somebody at my job gave me this little paper heart. So I figured, you know, just put it in there as a little reminder. Somebody loves me. Or that I am loved, you know. And then I have, this event is coming up. So if you live in the 757, Arts in the Park, September 10th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Arts in the Park, Buckrow. And then I have a business card. I have business cards in here because, again, it's like I just like supporting small businesses, which I'm probably going to end up, which I have a separate book for supporting small businesses. And then I have Empowered Women, Empower Women sticker. Yes, you know, it's true. And then I have Demi Lovato's signature. This is from her latest album, Holy Fuck. And I ordered the sign insert one. So I was pretty happy when I got it. I was pretty happy when I got it. Like, my teenage dreams, oh my gosh, I have to post that on one time. But I went crazy when I got this because this is my first signed CD that I got from her. My first little sign insert that I got from her. Demi Lovato, if you're watching this, holla! I love you. Even though you're dating somebody else, I love you. And then I have Equality Includes Everyone. And then this is the last page that I did. Of course, that's when I had was doing like Pink Stork and everything like that. So that's the current page that I'm currently working on. So yeah, that's a little bit of the little flip through of my recovery and where I'm at right now and everything like that. And everything like that. So that's a little bit of everything, and like I said, everything that I mentioned I will talk about very soon, and everything like that. 31 Days of Samhain's coming up. Most of the videos that's gonna be for 31 Days of Samhain, whether that's makeup tutorials or just Halloween or Samhain themed videos, I will record in September and then upload them in October for the 31 Days of Samhain, because hopefully I'm gonna be on it for the 31 Days of Samhain this year. At least that's my goal anyway, so gotta keep up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys want to see more of in the future. If you want to see any unboxings, or if you want to see any more vlogs, or just like sit down, raw, real time chat like this, then let me know. Speaking of raw and real time, I will be there's been a rumor going around about me. Anyway, there's been a rumor going around here on YouTube that I need to speak about. A lot of people confuse me with an older woman named Tiffy, whom, now I've never heard of her, nor have I heard of her show. No, I am not from that show. I'm pretty sure Tiffy is way older than me. So I will discuss that rumor later on down the line. But to anyone who's going to ask, no, I am not her. I never will be somebody that I'm not. Hope you guys, anyway. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!